Welcome back, winners. On this episode of Winning at Disneyland, we're going to test a theory. Today is Monday, October 13th, Indigenous Peoples / Columbus Day. People say that going to Disneyland on a holiday is a mistake. Huge lines, massive crowds, lightning lanes gone by breakfast. But is that really true? Today, we're going to find out. We're going to put to test all of our line science, Q science, some lightning lanes, and some single rider to see, can you still win Disneyland on a holiday? Magic Guides has today as a tier 4 out of 5 for crowd size. Challenge accepted. Let's do this. Vibe check. It's pretty busy. We have checked out the tip board this morning, and it's pretty steady throughout the whole park, DCA included. But vibe check on that. That's pretty busy. Goals today. What we will consider a win. It's 1:30. We're going to do 6.5 hours in the park. About the same as we did for Labor Day. We'd like to ride more than 8 attractions. Have a couple of snacks. Full sit-down lunch. We'll call that a win. Indy posted 50. We're going to see if they're doing single rider. Score. Posted 50. It's not 50. No. Depending on lightning lane impact, 40 minutes. 65 minutes. 65 minutes. Not sure if I got it on that last clip. 19 minutes. 19 minutes. Tamara literally in the Jeep in front of me. Yeah. 19 minutes. Posted now 65. Posted 40. Going in right here. That could be 35, 40 minutes.
So we'll come back and try this one. So that's definitely 40 minutes.
Yeah, this is stretched all the way into New Orleans Square. I have not seen this not one time since they did away with Lightning Lane. That is not 30 minutes. We're going to go try to win somewhere else. Pooh is posted 20, 30. Oh, Pooh has now jumped up to 30. Actually utilizing some switchbacks. Yeah, this is thick for Pooh. Full switchback all the way back to the front.
Huh?
Full switchback all the way back to the front. That is thick. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. The sun just came out. Beautiful blue skies. Tiana's up to 45 minutes. Movement through the garden. Single rider, Tiana. 1 minute to the next point here. 11 minutes. 11 minute single rider, not using switchbacks. 1 or 2. 11 minutes to the boat. That is, what are we? Hour and 20 minutes. 3 attractions down, including 2 lightning lanes. Winning so far. Now we're going to go have a sit-down lunch. There you go. 60 minutes. On an 11. A little divide and conquer tactic. Mama didn't want to get her shoes wet. I wore my rain jacket, so I didn't get super soaked. It was a good ride. It seemed like we didn't stop at any of the check gates. We just cruised right through. And I literally just sat down here at Hungry Bear. And Mama's up there picking up our food right now. And speak of the devil, she comes with all our good stuff. Brisket sandwich, double order of fries, ice and water. Let's talk strategy for the day. We opted to not do lightning lanes, not the passes. Instead, we are going to single pass Rise of the Resistance and Radiator Springs. Comparable in price, and we figured, looking at the tip board, that would be better bang for our buck. We could do 2 big lightning lane attractions that we probably wouldn't have time to do today for that. And in reference to my opening, the intro, yeah, lightning lane return times pushed way back. We're only going to be here till 7:30, 8 p.m. and there were rides that we already couldn't get on in that window. So that was a determining factor in us choosing not to do full lightning lanes and instead do the single option for both Rise and Radiator Springs. That's why we chose single pass lightning lane. 2 minutes to the raid room. That was worth it. And I swear, what the lightning lanes, $13 or something? Yeah, it's Rise was on sale for $15 a piece.
Yes.
Successful. That's 2 hours and 7 minutes. We are 4 rides and a full sit-down lunch. And 3 of those rides are lightning lane attractions. Granted, we did buy the single lightning lane for Rise. Now we're going to go single rider the Falcon, and we think we have a path through to 7:30, 8 o'clock to hit 10 rides today. Single rider posted 55 minutes. You can see up there in the glass, they are posted, for lack of a better word. No movement. Single rider it is today for us. We had the opportunity to be pilots and we gave it up. There were a couple of little girls and one of them's birthday. So we let them get in front. We were single rider and it didn't feel right for us to hop in the front of the line. We just happened to get to the door before everybody else, but we gave it up. It was the right thing to do. We are 2 hours and 30 minutes, 5 rides, and already had lunch. We're on pace here. What's he doing up there? Curious. As busy as the park is, every bench is open. Matterhorn posted 30 minutes. We are out into the wild. My guess is they're going to open up some additional switchbacks here momentarily. We'll get a bunch of false line. We'll see. Yikes. Yeah, they are just now opening up the additional switchbacks. So all this is going to go away. We'll give it a minute and see. This might not be a win for us. Monorail. As expected, they've opened up the switchbacks, and now we're going to get a whole bunch of false movement. 25 minutes, not too bad. It was posted 24-minute call to action, and as we approached the actual opening to the line, it jumped to 50. And even people as they were walking up were like, oh man, now it's 50 minutes. But we actually got pulled out as a 2-top, rode with this little family from Phoenix that was awesome, and taught them some how to use the app tricks because they couldn't find DCA on the app. So that was good to be able to help. Well, yeah, 25 minutes, not too bad. Just shy of 3.5 hours on to ride number 6, Peter Pan. 6 rides in, 3 hours to go, up to 3 hours to go. And only 3 rides to break our last holiday record, which was Labor Day. And we got our first treat, Dolan Peach Whip Swirl with tahini. If you know, you know. Pirates posted 25. Got a little better chance this time around, doing about a half turn on the bridge. And I don't believe they're going into Norland Square at all. So this will work. 14 minutes to the door. From here should be 5 to 7 minutes. 17 minutes. 17 minutes to the boat. Posted 25, 17. This will be ride number 7. And we already have reservations for cars for Lightning Lane. That is going to tie our last holiday record of 8. So we just got to squeeze in one more. Vibe checking on the way out. Oh, yep. Service dogs. Still pretty busy. Monorail. Pro tip: if you get on a ride and you take what you think is a really good picture and their photos on the ride, and you didn't stop to get the number, if you, like some people, like me, if you'll go to the photo concierge just outside of the entrance exit, and you know what time you were on the ride, they can scroll through all the pictures and you can find it. So we just did that. Now we're gonna do a little park hopping. Here's another pro tip. The tour guides that you see, they wear the plaid. Different combinations, but you know, most of the guys usually wear the big wide brimmed hat, but they have the red and blue and green plaid. They're the private tour guides, VIP tour guides. If you want to know some inside information about a ride being broken down and how long it might take, they have access to the maintenance schedules and can tell you approximately how long a ride's going to be down. Buena Vista Vibe check, 6 p.m. just after 6 on Monday, Indigenous Peoples / Columbus Day. Busy, not wall to wall, but busy. We have just under 2 hours to get in 2 rides. That will break our record. Not that we knew we were setting a record then, but our last Monday holiday, Labor Day, 6.5 hours, 8 attractions. Our goal today is 6.5 hours, at least 9, and we're on track to get in 10. Soarin' posted 60. We are going single rider. We have not stopped. We're going straight down to the ramp. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I'm in Bravo. Tamara is right there on row 3 in Alpha. 7 minutes, posted 60. Well, that tied it, kids. 7 minutes single rider for Soarin', and that was ride number 8. It is just after 6:50, almost 7. And we have Lightning Lane scheduled for cars at 6:50. That will be number 9. Still full on in Oogie Boogie Bash mode. Radiator Springs, and this is the line for Lightning Lane. It's been closed for a minute, and it's been reopened now for a good 25-30 minutes, but I have never seen this for Lightning Lane here. Oh God! Hey, we won! Woo! Yeah, we never win. Well, we made it. That was ride number 9. Yeah, and we did. We won. Well, you guys saw that. Yeah. What time is it? 7:30?
7:40.
7:40. That is 6 hours in the park, 9 attractions. We sat down lunch. We had a snack. We're going to grab a churro for the walk to the car. So 2 snacks and a sit-down lunch. 9 attractions. Yes, it was busy. Yes, it was crowded.
Still the Lightning Lane.
This is still the end of Lightning Lane, out into the wild space. But I'm going to call that a win. Postscript, we did run out of Lightning Lanes. But again, we didn't get here till 1:30. That's kind of our MO. But I'm calling that a win. 9 attractions in 6 hours flat with Dole Whip and a sit-down lunch. And we're going to grab a churro from the cart for the walk to the car. And there it is, guys. With 14 minutes to spare, the second treat. And the ever omnipresent churro for the walk to the car. That is going to do it. Chalk that up to a win at Disneyland. And we'll see you winners later.